Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a few weeks now since I've done a video. Some of that was because of Christmas and New Year, and then I didn't do last week because I've not been feeling too well. Still not feeling very well, not liking myself very much, but I did promise that I would do a bit of a warts and all channel, so you are going to see me on days where I'm not my best, or feeling great or looking my best, and today is very much one of those days. Been struggling a bit recently with not liking myself, and Andy trying to make me feel better about myself, trying to encourage me to do some mantras, maybe say I like myself, I like myself, I like myself.
See, it works.
Anyway, there's going to be lots of aeroplanes going over at the moment. I think there's lots of, I was going to say spaceships, but I meant aeroplanes coming in to the airport because, well, I don't really know. I'm not going to pretend I know, but there's just been lots of traffic. So maybe it's because they're bringing essential supplies in because of this virus that's still plaguing the world. Anyway, this week is a bit of a show and tell. I wanted to go through a few of my Christmas presents that I got. Some I was really excited about, some made me cry a lot, but more importantly, my favourite presents are ones that actually were really thoughtful and will help me with my fibro. It's really nice to know that like Andy and family understand what it means to me. So really this is a bit of a thank you for everybody who did that and has been supporting me. So I'm going to start by introducing this water bottle. It's a hot water bottle. It's like a big long sausage with bubbly bits on, and I love it. It's long, you can hold it, you can drape it around the back of your neck. It's just really handy, and I've seen quite a few people who have fibro use these. There's lots of different brands out there, but I do love this. So this is very warm at the moment. I've been using it on and off since Christmas. It's definitely needed today whilst filming the video because again we're in the awning, it is cold and I don't feel well. So yeah, there you go. Next I'm going to move on to, I've got a few things here so you have to excuse me. I've got this essential oil aromatherapy set from Andy, which is something I've been wanting to get into for a while because I'm quite interested in looking at holistic therapy as well as, you know, the traditional mainstream medicines and diet and exercise. I'm really interested in trying a bit of everything to see what actually works. I don't know if you've heard of grounding, but I've tried that a little bit, and this is my next thing to try, and I've used it already. I got a really cool, this is like a little oil burner.
She is not a heroin addict.
I'm not a heroin addict. This does look quite dodgy, but not only do I love it because it's a little bit odd, but it's a spoon and I'm a spoonie. So yeah, it's been used quite a lot already. I didn't realise the first time, because obviously I've not used aromatherapy oils before, but I didn't realise that you had to maybe mix it a little bit with water, so it got a bit scary and spitty at first, but I'm used to it now. And all the oils, they all have different things. There's a little booklet inside. I'll show you. I might have to pass you my stuff after I've shown it, Andy, so I can put it down. So just let the aeroplane go past. So this is the set. And what's really good about these is it is 100% oil. So there's some out there that are diluted, but these are the therapeutic grade. So I'm hoping there was a lot of research done into which ones to get.
Loads of research.
But it smells amazing just opening it, because I've used quite a few now. So you can make your own mixes of different scents that you like, but there is a little booklet that gives you an idea of what things do. It tells you a little bit about each oil, and then at the back it's even got some suggestions for you know, how to maybe scent the home and things like that. So I absolutely love the lavender, the ylang ylang, or however you say that, bergamot. Oh, there's just loads I absolutely love, and it smells amazing. So that is really useful, and I've even used it when we've had the odd writing session, because there's a couple of oils that help with mental clarity and things like that, so focus. So I've used it for that, so I'm going to pass that to you and put my water bottle back because it's bloody cold out here. Sorry for the swear. I just sweared.
Oh my god.
You might have to bleep it.
Oh no.
I said the look. Dirty word. Next thing I'm going to show you is it wasn't necessarily for a fibro thing, but it's really touching. Andy has a knack for making really thoughtful presents. Like the first Christmas we had, I had a little photo album that had a selection of photos from our first year together in there with space to add more. On my 42nd birthday just gone, I was made a little Marvin the paranoid android from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He whittled it out of wood, because obviously I was 42 and obviously then knew the meaning to life, the universe and everything, and I loved it. And there's been all sorts, like little, I won't go into everything, little diaries and things, but I've been really big into honey for a while now. I love it in my tea, I love it on cereal, I've even had it in coffee, on its own, bit of a hot toddy. Now and then, I don't really drink, but every now and then I'll do something like that. But I've been trying to find a honey dipper but not found the right one, and I had one made for me. I don't know if you can see this, but if not, I will put a picture on maybe. But he whittled this one morning on the way to work, or on the way back, whatever.
On the way to
on
work,
the way to
in
work.
the dark.
Yeah, it was dark, it was really early. It's got a little A and an R and a heart because he's such a romantic. And it's amazing. I love it. Whittling skills have come on amazingly. So yeah, so I've been honey dipping. I love it. So it's not really fibro related, but I still wanted to share it because it's cute. The next thing I want to show you is a new walking stick. This is absolutely amazing. I love it. Has a little purple stopper, which you can have as an accessory. And I bought after Christmas this little wrist strap because I'm terrified of dropping it and it getting scratched or chipped or anything, although it is really sturdy. It's got a tiny little dragon on there. These are made of like resin. The stick's made of resin, and they are it doesn't look adjustable, but actually the stoppers do come off the end. And you can use a different, you can get them made to measure, but if you're not sure and you're using it as getting it as a gift, like I was given it as a gift by my little brother, you can hacksaw the end off. It gives you instructions on how to do that.
There's instructions? I just hacked.
Well, instructions on the internet, and it's from Neo Walk Sticks. It's just a lady who does it on her own. She's an amputee, and I will put a link in the description. Aeroplane. And how I came across Neo Walk Sticks was in the run up to Christmas. There was a competition online to win one of the walk sticks, and it was the 12 days of Stickmas that she was doing, and you just had to post a festive picture of a walking aid or your mobility aid or a really Christmassy picture with the hashtag 12 days of Stickmas, and then there'd be a draw and one person would win one of the sticks, and there would be a different stick every day. Go on the website, there are some amazing ones, there's some that light up and everything. But when this one came on, I absolutely fell in love with this one. So it's vermilion, and this is the question mark handle. You can get just like a straight hook handle, but this is the question mark one. Yeah, and I loved it. And I didn't win it in the day it was there, and I was gutted, and I tried really, really hard to win every day after that, but I didn't win, so I was a bit gutted. What I didn't know is behind closed doors that Andy and my brother were texting each other praying that I didn't win any other day, because I had been bought one and it was coming to me from Santa. I was very excited when I got it. So yeah, this is Neo Walk Sticks. Check them out if you need mobility aids. You know, she does all sorts on there, and you can have different accessories. So if you maybe wanting to go out and you need to go, you don't want to take your boring old grey or blue stick. I've still got my old stick, but it's just a little bit of a statement piece, I suppose, as well as being useful. And the last thing I'm going to show you, I came across it online because the Fibromyalgia Action UK charity actually posted on their social media about it, and it was a book that it really piqued my interest. I felt very much like I've lost a lot of my purpose since the diagnosis of fibro. I know I had symptoms beforehand, but since the actual diagnosis and knowing that it's got to be a lifelong thing, I struggled with having a sense of purpose. I felt like I was losing out on doing things that made me part of the family, even if it was just household chores, you know, cooking and that kind of thing. And I'd mentioned it to Andy, and then just hadn't really come up again. And I opened it on Christmas morning, just me and Andy, and before I even finished unwrapping it, I could see the colour and I knew what it was, and I just burst out crying. I think Andy was even a bit surprised at how emotional I was to get it. But this is a book called Cookfulness. I'll get Andy to put a picture of it as well on either side, just so you can see what it actually is. And it was written by Ian Taverner. Now Ian, who I'm hopefully gonna be talking to on my channel at some point this month, or maybe February, but earlier this year, I've actually made contact with him and touched base. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Ian himself, based on the information that I've got from the book, and what this entails. So I'm just gonna wait for this aeroplane to go by. So Ian, in the book there's a section called About Me, and it tells you about himself. He had fibro for more than 10 years. He had hip replacements due to arthritis, and he's also suffered with a decline in his mental health. So he suffers with depression and anxiety. It's a really honest insight into him inside here. And Cookfulness is not just about cooking, it's about the whole process and how to make things easier for you, taking on, I suppose, some of the aspects of like mindfulness in a way. You know, basically on the intro page, I don't want to share too much because I really want everyone to go out and buy it because it's so great. It's just telling you about how to stop, sit and breathe, and how to take in your surroundings and your senses, to smell food and taste and those kind of things. There's poems throughout that he's written which are really relatable, and the recipes are fantastic. They're not complicated at all, so they're really easy to follow. He gives you hints and tips on how to make things easier, for example by frozen chopped veg. Not even thought about that. Certain equipment that makes things easier in the kitchen. And what I also really like about this is that there are no pictures in this book. So sometimes when you follow a recipe, if it doesn't look like the picture at the end of it, you feel like you've been a bit of a failure, and it can really have a knock-on effect and can really stress you out, which is a huge trigger for fibro. So there's no pictures in here because he says that what the food looks like at the end of it is what it looks like, and that's how it's meant to be. So I have spoken to Ian via messaging, and hopefully I'll be chatting to him again soon, but getting a bit of this back meant having a bit of myself back, and hopefully I'll be able to start cooking and doing meals for the family, for Andy and Cassidy and Dion when he's around as well, because I do miss out on that kind of thing. So I will put a link again in the description about how you can get this book. It is really, really, really worth it. Please support Ian. You can follow him as well. He's on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll put his ats.
Just a spider.
I'm going to
And
die.
also, wait, lean forward a second. I think I can. Okay, now I've got it.
There was a spider on me. I'm not scared of spiders. You could have just left it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put Ian's social media things on there. Please go and follow him and give him some support. This isn't just a cookbook written by somebody who thinks they know what it means to have fibro and chronic pain and things like this. This is by someone who actually knows. So this is probably by far my favourite present and really caused quite a lot of emotion on the day. So that's my little show and tell. I did get lots of other things. Oh, I got these. Forgot to mention these. I forgot I was wearing them, to be honest. I got a set of Andy. There's about 6 pairs in of these different shades, and some are just black and plain, but they just help keep my arms warm. And with fibro, it's really good to be able to layer, so you can take things off to cool down and put them back on quickly. So it's a bit easier than having jumpers and things. So that was another thing. Other than that, that's probably it for this video. I'm a bit out of sorts, so apologies for appearance and presentation, but hopefully I'll be back on form soon. I just kicked the stand with the camera. Sorry, not really with it. Anyway, gentle hugs and peace out. Okay, I was about to say hello. If it's not a dog, it's you. Okay.